the beach have long been an effective part of training racehorses in Australia. Kingston Town famously used the waters of Balnarring Beach in Victoria as therapy for a troublesome suspensory. Young Warwick Farm trainer Annabel Neasham is a regular visitor to the beach with her string, and she invited us to join her last week to learn more about how it works, as well as giving us an update on her recent purchases at the Inglis Ready to Race sale and on Inglis Digital.
Yeah, this is yours, Jemma. He's been to the beach heaps.
So this morning we took a truckload to the beach, 6 of them. It's part of my training regime. It's fairly holistic for them to go down there and wade through the water. Salt water, you can't beat it, and yeah, we'd go there at least once a week. 2 of them had been before, but they were 4 first-timers. Like to take some older horses or horses that have been before, just to give the other horses encouragement. They can be a bit nervous when they first get there, but they were great. We took a ready-to-race colt, a flying arty colt out of Excellent Lady. It was his first ever time.
He's well behaved. Look at the one, the Excellent Lady colt. He's so cool, isn't he?
He was amazing. He walked straight in the water as if he'd been there every day of his life. It's a morning out for them. They love it. They're all together in a sort of herd in the water, and yeah, that just keeps them fresh and happy mentally.
Salt water is a lot cooler than just normal ice, so it's brilliant for their legs. You know, I brought these 2 down today. They're very sound horses with cold legs. They don't necessarily need to come, but it doesn't do them any harm. And I think more than anything else, just it's good for them mentally. Put them on a truck. You know, they're saddled up at home. They're put on a truck. They come here, get on them in the car park. They just grow up quicker. And then, you know, by the time if we're lucky enough to get them to the Inglis Nursery race, they'd have been to the beach 4 or 5 times. You know, going on a truck and going somewhere is no big deal to them. Flying arty out of Excellent Lady colt. He's a beautiful colt. He actually came straight into the stable from the sales, literally put him in the truck and drove him across the road that night, and he was ridden on the track the next day, and he's just taken everything in his stride. He's very natural. He had a jump out last week on the course proper and was good, so he'll trial on Monday as well, and I'd love to get him to the nursery race. I think it would be a real credit to the horse if he could, you know, within the space of about 6 weeks, get from a ready-to-run sale to a $500,000 race.
Some of your finest work, Jim. Annabel Neasham buys. It's a great home.
I actually knew his half-sister Petite Falou when I was working for Kieran, and she was really fast, and he had a lot of similar characteristics to her, so he really caught my eye. Another big benefit, you know, he's been produced by Matt Vella, who's a really good horseman. It instills confidence in me to go back next year. I bought 4 lovely horses and was fortunate to be sent 2 from the sale as well. And I think more and more in the last few years, they're just so well educated, and I think it is realistic. You know, hopefully this colt will prove it, but I think it is realistic that you can go there, buy a horse, put it straight in your system and be racing that prep. Obviously it's great prize money on offer, $500,000 race. It always produces good horses. Wild Ruler came out of the race last year. We've got a big opinion of this horse, so yeah, hopefully we can get him through the trial and get to the races and be in with a live chance. We've got 38 horses in work at Warwick Farm, and yeah, slowly building up the numbers. Targeting the online sale as well, I bought a couple of horses. Ruddock was in training with me, but the owners are really only about stallions, so he's now gelding, so he didn't really fit their profile. And I said to them, I'm going to try and buy him if I can. So I was fortunate enough to secure him, and he won a race in town 24 hours later. I'm really looking forward to starting the yearling inspections over the next few weeks for the various sales coming up, and yeah, hopefully we can keep building. I came to Australia nearly 5 years ago, supposedly just for a year, but yeah, nearly 5 years later. Never dreamt I'd be training horses in Sydney, but I wouldn't swap it for anything. It's literally, as corny as it sounds, it's literally a dream come true what I'm doing.
We don't normally do that. That's just for the camera.